Welcome to the Mindset Chick podcast. If you are looking to stop settling and want to gain the clarity and confidence to manifest the life and biz of your dreams, then this show is for you. I'm your host, Kristi Deer, sharing with you simple yet powerful and effective mindset tips that will allow you to attract more abundance, prosperity, and success into your life. So get ready, get excited, and let's go manifest some amazing things together. Hey, and welcome back to the Mindset Chick podcast. Today I have a special guest I'm very excited to introduce. Her name is Deepal Patel. And as you guys may know, that I really enjoy working out. I love to be active and fit. But recently I've started back on a healthier journey to become more fit and healthy. I've been really working on what I'm eating and wanting to, work out even more. So I recently joined a gym. It's actually a boutique gym called Burn Boot Camp. And oh my goodness, it's so tough, but tough in a good way. Like I really feel like it is helping my mind, my body, my soul. So many amazing people, so many amazing women that I've been able to connect with and meet. And so Deepal is the owner of Burn Boot Camp. And her and I have just really connected. She just has such a great spirit and energy. And I just love seeing her in the mornings when I come and I'm a little tired. And she's just always greeting me with a smile and encouraging me. And I really enjoyed it. So Deepal and I have gotten to know each other, and we've talked a lot about how, movement and taking care of yourself and being active can really help develop a positive mindset and how important it is. I wanted to bring Deepal on. So Deepal, thanks for joining us today.
Hi, thanks for having me. So excited.
Yeah, so glad you're here. You and I talked a little bit about how we had postpartum depression. We both had postpartum depression, and how we felt like the gym and being around, that support system and that positive environment and just taking care of ourselves and movement, like really helped. Wouldn't you say?
Yes, absolutely. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons, I loved you from the day I met you, but I think we just had that one big common point, and I could really relate to what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. So I wanted to ask you, because it's so intriguing to me. When I met you, we talked about, I had that common denominator about, going through postpartum depression and how working out and physical activity really helped to change our mindset. So what led you to open up your own Burn Boot Camp gym?
Oh my gosh. So, just going back a little before all of this, before Burn fell into my lap or I found it, I wasn't really into fitness or anything like that. I was always healthy, but I was never mentally strong. That's the word. I think that's the right way to put it. I was never overweight. I didn't have any weight issues, but I just was never mentally strong. But Burn changed my mental game, which is, I think, most people's battle, right? And this goes back to postpartum depression that you and I talked about, or just in general, half of your battle is in your mind. And that's what it changed for me when I met Burn. The community, the support system that I went through, just women encouraging women is so huge. I was at a gym where it felt like I wasn't being judged by another woman. Instead, I was being encouraged by every single women who was working out there. They're moms. They have pretty much the same story as I do, right? And that was one of the reasons I fell in love. The mission statement for Burn is to ignite global health transformation, through empowering women by maximizing our quality of life. And that's exactly what I found at Burn. I fell in love with it literally the day one that I walked in. And here we are, have a Burn and prosper.
Yeah. And I absolutely love it. And I feel that energy and I feel that from everybody else in the class. Like we are encouraging each other. We are empowering each other. We aren't, trying to one up each other. Like we're all just where we are, and that's okay. And we're just working on our own strengths and just trying to be the best version of ourselves and whatever fitness level that is. And, everybody has to start somewhere. And I really felt like I was at home when I tried out, some of the classes when you just opened, and I saw the posts on social media and I was like, what is this place? So, I went and I just fell in love, and I think I joined a membership. I think I did it right away. I was one of the first people to join. Yeah. Yes. And it's not only the working out. I feel like that's so important for your mindset, because I love that you said mentally strong. And I love how you said, like, it's half on your mindset, but like moving your body and taking care of you and feeling strong, and whatever kind of movement that is for, anybody listening, but just taking care of you physically can just help somebody to have such a more positive outlook on themselves and life,
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah.
It's a game changer when you really set your mind to do, what you want to do. And it could be anything little. It doesn't have to be just a physical activity, right? It took me a very long time to get where I am right now. And I know that I don't want to go back to what I used to be before, because it like I said, it's a game changer. When you set your mind straight, you can pretty much achieve whatever you want to.
Yeah. And I'm just feeling so much better. Like I said, I've been on this, journey to become more fit and healthy, and I've lost weight, and I can definitely tell that just being more fit and taking care of me and putting myself first like that has helped me a lot. And I just love it. And especially when you start your day like that. And I did a live video the other day when I was talking about, the classes aren't always easy, but it's good. It challenges, it challenges people, because you want to, push people a little bit out of their comfort zone, because that helps them grow and, reach the goals that they want to reach. But when I'm doing, like today, when we did like all those burpees, it's like
love burpees that burn.
Oh my gosh, burpees. But now I, put affirmations with it, and I'll say things, to myself, like, you can do this, you're strong. And your trainers, like, will do that too. They'll say, you're beautiful, you're strong, you could do this, you could do anything for 30 seconds, you could do anything for a minute. And so speaking to myself like that, and then having the trainers reiterate that, it's so powerful. I love it.
I think and again, going back to, that's one of the things that I absolutely loved, right? It changes you mentally, emotionally, physically. At Burn, we don't talk about being skinny. We always talk about getting stronger. Yeah. That's what we want. Physically and mentally stronger is what we get.
Yeah, I like that, because it's not the number on the scale. It's like how you feel and being strong mentally and physically. I love that. I feel that. So why do you think that staying fit and healthy can help with your mindset?
I think you mentioned it, waking up first thing in the morning. It starts your day right. And I will tell you that when fitness was not my lifestyle, it was very tough. I had a hard time getting out of bed. Nothing was exciting. I have a beautiful family. I've got 2 boys, a husband, dog. It's as good as it's going to get. But sometimes I just felt like it wasn't enough. Nothing was enough. I was so sad. Just couldn't get out of bed because I didn't have the energy, right? I didn't have the energy to do what I needed to do. Little things like taking care of my kids. That's huge. And it's true when they say, if mama's happy, everybody's happy. If mama's not happy, nobody's happy, right?
Yeah.
And it's a true statement. I've gone through it, right? I mean, we all still go through it. It's not like life is perfect. But I feel like just getting that energy. Now I look forward to getting up in the morning. It's a lifestyle change for me. I love getting up in the morning now. I want to get my workout because my mind feels energized when I get my workout. And when my brain and my mindset is right, I can go about my day in a better way. Before I would always get mad at the kids. It could be little things like, hey, not brushing your teeth. Like, I have a different approach to that now because I feel better about myself So when I'm happy, people around me are happy. When I am less grouchy, people around me are a lot nicer. It's huge.
Yeah, that is huge. That makes so much sense. That's so, so true. And so you have, in the Burn Boot Camp, you have this whole wall of transformational stories, and you have, pictures of people who have become more fit and healthy. And you have, affirmations actually around the gym that I love. But I seem to always, maybe I do this subconsciously here, but I seem to always go right up front. I pick a spot right up front where I see all the transformational stories. And actually, when I'm working out, like, I'm looking at these people who have decided to make this, set their intention to become, a better version of themselves, more fit and healthy. And it literally motivates me. I love it. So what is, out of maybe all that, what is the best transformational story that you've seen from maybe a client at Burn so far?
So we've been only open for going on third month now, finishing up third month here next week. And we've already had so many transformation stories, and this is on me. I just need to take the time to change the wall. So it's on my to-do list, but I can't speak for other people, but I'm going to tell you, being a member of Burn Boot Camp before opening Burn Boot Camp of my own, for me, it has been a one heck of a journey to get where I am. And I truly feel like there's obviously, everybody has a different kind of transformation story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some have lost 60, 70 pounds. Some people have lost 20 pounds, but it's all some kind of different transformation story. To me, I always look at myself. I try not to compare myself with anybody else, but I'm going to use myself as a transformation story as far as, because, and I think this goes very hand in hand, what you and I think and what you do is my transformation with Burn. When I started in 2020, right?
Mm-hmm.
How could I forget this year? I started with Burn in 2018, and with my second pregnancy, I had gained about 80 pounds, and then I lost quite a bit of it just, after I had the baby, just doing normal things in life that I could. But I went into postpartum depression. And after that, it lasted it lasted a while. And I just needed an escape out, because it was getting to a point where I feel like everything that I had was in jeopardy, if that's the right word. If everything was online and I had to make a decision, whether do you want to continue living your life the way you are and lose everything that you have, or do you really want to keep everything that you have, right? Life is not as bad as you're making it, Deepal. I mean, everybody goes through things. So I went to Burn. It was so hard. I went in the first day and I sat in my car for 45 minutes. I didn't go in. I turned back around. I went in again the next week. I sat in the parking lot. I saw a bunch of women walk out, and I turned back around. And then I remember very well, I called my friend and I was like, hey, I need some help, and she got on FaceTime with me and she's like, you're going to go inside and it's going to be fine. She goes, what's the least that's going to happen? She says, you're not going to die. Just go. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay. So, I went in and I didn't speak to anybody. I just went in there. I'm like, hey, I'm here to work out. Like, that's it. I don't want to talk to anybody, because I was very nervous. I was very scared, and I was scared of failing. That has been something that I have been scared of before, is failure, right? I went in there, I didn't come out losing 10 pounds, but I came out with a super positive mental attitude. And I went back the next day, and I went back the next day, and I went back the next day. So I went for the first 30 days, and I spoke to my husband. I was like, this is what I want to do. And this is where I want to go with my life. And we still joke about it. And he goes, Deepal, you've been there for like 10 days. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's plenty for me. Let's open up a Burn Boot Camp and prosper. So I'm like, 10 days is plenty to open a business, isn't it? I cannot go back and emphasize, like, mindset is what I needed to change for. I was losing myself. I was going to lose my beautiful family. And it helped me. I went in there and I didn't give up on myself. I made that mind change. I made that shift. Here we are. I don't have plans on going back to them. This is life, the lifestyle change that I have decided to make. My kids watch me every day. My family watches me every day. My friends watch me every day. And these are examples that I hope one day, especially for my kids, that I can teach them to live a healthy lifestyle. And I tell this to all of my members, right? Transformation is not always about losing weight. That's not what transformation is. We say this at Burn all the time. Scale is not everything. We don't love the scale at Burn, right? There's different ways to measure your success in life, your fitness journey. And I think if I can do it, anybody can do it. And I know, Kristi, you didn't know me before, but I was a very lazy person before. And my husband will vouch for that. But, better late than never, right? That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, I love all of that so much. And I love how you said there's other ways to measure your success. That was so powerful. And we have, a lot in common with starting, when I started, it was a while ago, it was, oh gosh, I'm dating myself like 20 years ago, but when I always had the postpartum depression after my first daughter was born, I remember going to a gym. My husband really encouraged me. He's like, I think maybe because I was like, I really want to be active. I was walking and stuff. It's not like he was like, hey, you need to go work out. But, he was like, I said, there's a gym and it was all women gym. And he was like, yeah, I mean, maybe you should go. Maybe you should try, meet some other women and, that have babies you can connect with. And I went in and I was so nervous to go in, so nervous. I stood at the back of the class and I can barely finish the class. I think it was an hour class and I think I did 15, 20 minutes and then I had to leave, but I just kept like you, just going, then the next day, then the next day, then the next day. And, it's like anything in life. Sometimes it can be really scary to change. And like, you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go in. What if people, judge me? Or what if, maybe judge yourself? Or what if I fail? But it's just that creating new healthy habits, again, anyway, like thinking different or taking care of yourself. It's like the first step is just starting. And then you can do a little bit and then a little bit more and getting into that habit. And then maybe you feel like this too. Like I feel like when I'm in the exercise habit, when I'm taking care of myself and, eating right and working out, like I crave that. Like like it's created a different habit, just like thinking differently. It's like, I'm wanting to, think more optimistic and more positively now that I've gotten into more of that habit. And the same with working out. It's like now my body is like enjoying eating healthier and working out.
Yes, I agree. It is. And I want to go back real quick and say something. One thing I feel like from my transformation or just opening Burn, I feel like I have learned, and this was very hard for me to learn, that failure is a good thing. Sometimes you've got to fail in life in order to really move forward, right? Like little things like, hey, when I went into that Burn boot camp for the first time, I couldn't do 100 burpees. I still can't do burpees. I still can't do 100 burpees.
I was like, oh my gosh, that would be incredible on your first.
That would be, but that maybe was it. I was like, I still can't do 100 burpees. But you know what I'm thinking? Like I couldn't do push-ups when I went into Burn. I was afraid of being judged. I was afraid of not being better than the person next to me, right? Because that's what I was used to. I didn't know about this community. I didn't know what it was all about. Even till today, like opening Burn. And we opened it on June 1st, right in the middle of the pandemic, right? Mm-hmm. And my husband, he sat me down. He's like, Deepal, we are going to fail, and that is okay. He's like, we're going to get right back up and we're going to learn. So every single thing, I think we have a lot of women, we are afraid of, just even as moms, right? We're afraid that we're not going to do a great job being a parent. We're afraid that other moms are going to judge us. So there's just so many times as women that we feel like we're failing when we're really not. We're doing the best that we can. And I can't believe it took a gym to teach me that. I would say that, you know.
That's so wonderful. And you know what? I always say, you know, I believe failure is for your perception, because do we ever really fail? Or like you said, it's just an opportunity to grow and learn, right? So many people might be scared, like, oh, I don't want to fail. I don't want to look silly. I don't want to let myself down. I don't want to let other people down. But that's just a story. That's just a perception. Like, the only way to learn and grow is to take the first step. And, you know, when you may not do something the way that you intended or expected, you can take that situation and say, what can I learn from it? How can I grow? How can I come back stronger in anything in life? And it's all like just perception. And so I love that. Don't be afraid to feel like you are failing, because you can turn that around and use that to make you stronger. I always tell my team and clients, and when I was a personal trainer, you know, I would tell my clients then when I would teach boot camp, but I mean, just like come back stronger, like use that as fuel to come back stronger and stronger and stronger. So you come back as a better leader, you know, maybe a better mom, a better wife, whatever that is, like use that and be like, yes, I'm going to bless this. I'm going to accept this. I'm going to turn this into a positive, and it's just going to make me stronger and one step closer to my goals.
Absolutely. I love what you just said. I am so fired up right now. I am ready.
I'm ready. I'm going to do some burpees again. I'm excited.
I don't know about burpees, but
yeah, that's true. We do enough. Well, this was amazing. I mean, I just love talking to you. I can tell we just like we've known each other forever.
I know.
And we have so much in common. And I just really enjoy having you on here and sharing your perspective and just sharing with everyone about your journey and just about, you know, I love that being mentally strong is such a good, I love that. Maybe just putting that somewhere and just saying like, I am mentally strong. That's such a great affirmation, you could say.
Yeah. And thank you. And I feel the same about you. I love your podcast. So I really am very appreciative for you taking your time and getting me on here. It's fantastic. So thank you.
You're so welcome. So how could people, they want to learn more about you, they want to learn more about your Burn Bootcamp, how could they connect with you more?
Yeah. You know, we're obviously on social media, Burn Bootcamp Prosper TX. We have a Facebook page. We have an Instagram page. So you can follow us there. You can follow me on Instagram. My name on Instagram is 𝘠𝘠𝘠𝘠𝘠𝑙𝑖019. It's connected to our Facebook page as well. But yeah, we're located here in Prosper off an Industry Parkway. But Facebook or Instagram is the best way to connect with us.
Awesome. Well, thank you again. And thanks everyone for joining us.
Thank you, Kristi.
And remember, friend, to dream big, follow your heart, and never give up on you, because you're worth it. Thank you for joining me today on the Mindset Chick podcast. I hope this show has you waking up every morning excited about the new manifestations you have created in your life. And if you would honor me with a 5-star review over in iTunes, I will happily enter your name in my Mindset Chick swag giveaway. Make sure you add your name to the review and I will reach out to you if you're the winner. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. Be sure to visit me at mindsetchick.com for past episodes and more gifts that will help you to manifest your dreams into reality.